Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sharon, aka the Melanin Nostalgic Runner, and this is another Get Fit With Me series, yoga edition, and we are on day 2 of the yoga challenge. So it is the day 2 is called Balance Basic Yoga Poses, and so we're going to continue on. And of course, this yoga challenge is by Black Yogi with Nico Marie. So again, join this challenge with me. Let's do this together. And without further ado, before we go there, I actually have a question for you all. So how's everyone's week, first of all? Probably should start with that. My week has been great. I've been really using this week to rest for the most part because when I tell you, and if you guys want to know more what happened during the holiday weekend, you can go to the See Things Different with Me series that I have. I think I posted almost a week ago explaining everything that happened. And then also, So I think the combination of that and then my trip, which also, if you want to hear more about my trip, definitely go to Seeing Things Differently. It's the series before that. So go, if you want to check those out to find out what I've been up to outside of just YouTubing and working out and reviewing, there's that. But when I tell you I didn't realize all that has worn me out, it's worn me out. I have been so tired this week. So I really just took advantage of this week and just used this week to rest for the most part. Of course, clearly I've still been exercising. I've been doing yoga still. And I have been running here and there. Not as much as I normally do, but your girl's been tired. And I do have a race this weekend. So that's kind of the other reason why I was like, let's not do too much because I want to make sure I'm ready to go for the half because I have a half marathon on Sunday. So I'm like, you know what? We're going to take it easy. And then come Monday, we're going to start with a clean slate. But in the meantime, during the week, let's get our sleep schedule back together. Let's get the eating habit back together. Let's work on one thing at a time and also get the yoga routine together, get our hydration together, and really get ready for the summer. But child, I guess I did not know how much that schedule past couple weeks, it's like I was on go, 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 go. But then as soon as I sat down, I was tired. So I guess I don't know what the lesson is of that. It's like either keep going forever or not. I don't think that's the real lesson. I think the lesson is rest. Okay, make sure you rest. As much as you do all your exercising and working out and staying fit and even trying to have a social life and trying to balance your day-to-day life and career, make sure rest is in the equation. So, and I've been taking that super seriously this year. So it was like, as soon as I really start feeling tired, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do the gym at all this week. I'm going to run here and there, get the major runs in that I need to get in so that I'm ready for the race on Sunday. Do all the yoga because I want, like, for me, I can't just stop. I don't know how to stop. There's that. But yoga for me is kind of relaxing and therapeutic and also helps me here. So it's one of those things where, okay, if I'm going to exercise, the bare minimum for me is yoga because it just feels good for me. And I hope you guys feel the same way too. So anyway, I'm off my soapbox, but I just wanted to kind of vent about that because I'm just like, why this week was I so tired? You guys probably can't tell, but I was tired. And also too, this hair is getting tired too. Speaking of tired, so this is going to be the last week you see this. I probably will actually take this out even before the race and get myself a little bit more of my normal natural hair, but aerodynamic style. And then probably going to go natural for the rest of the summer with some hair pieces here and there, but probably going to just stay natural for the rest of the summer because when it starts getting in the 80s on a consistent level, it's been 80s all week, I can't have this extra on me. It got to be off. And really, this is that time of year where I fight even chopping my hair off completely. So there's that. But anyway, let's get into the video. Yeah. So we are starting again in a nice comfortable seated position while we get ready for this practice today. After we have gotten like accustomed and started getting prepared with our breath, we are now going to put our hands above our head and start with a gentle twist on each side. After the gentle twist, we then are going to do like a nice stretch by doing like a seated forward bend in the comfortable seated position. After we do the seated forward bend in the seated position, we are going to reverse across of our legs to get that stretch on both our hips because it is definitely a hip opener, doing that on each side. After we have done that on each side, we now are going to transition to a tabletop position for our next pose. The next pose is going to include some cat and cow stretches, and we're going to go from that onto the next pose afterwards. From the tabletop position, we are now making our way to our first downward facing dog of the practice. And we're going to be pedaling the dog, getting us warmed up. From the downward facing dog position, we are going to make our way to a lunge, and from a lunge, making our way to the front of the mat in a standward forward bend. From the standing forward bend, not standward, wow, we are then going to make our way to a mountain pose. But before and then also we're going to raise our hands above our head into a prayer position after we then after the mountain pose. From the mountain pose, we're going to then do our first balancing pose where we raise our right leg up, and then we're going to make our way to a lunge, a high lunge, and from there, warrior 3 pose. From the warrior 3 pose, we then make our way to a tree pose. And I show you in this 3 different options of how to do the tree pose. Of course, I'm going to choose option 3. And we're going to be doing this sequence that started off with balancing the leg on the other side, along with all the other things that we just did. After we complete the sequence of both sides, we then do end up in this standing forward bend, and from there, briefly in the plank pose to then get back on tabletop position for child's pose. I misspoke, not child's pose. We actually end up in a balancing pose now, but just in a tabletop position where we have one leg out and then the opposite arm out. And we're going to be doing that on both sides as a form of a balance pose. After doing that balancing pose, switching back and forth between both sides multiple times, we then do make our way in a seated position where we're going to be doing a seated forward bend next. From the seated forward bend, we're then going to end up lying on our back and giving ourselves a nice big hug. From the seated forward bend, we're then going to end up lying on our back and giving ourselves a nice big hug. So that concludes the yoga practice for today. I would rate that a solid 9. It was good. I like that she did a great job of warming us up for a little bit before we got to balancing poses. And I wasn't expecting a Warrior 3 this quickly into the introductory of it all. So that was kind of cool because we know I'm a sucker for Warrior poses. And then, okay, I'll kind of admit one of my favorite parts of yoga is the balancing part of it, so I actually really did thoroughly enjoy this practice for that reason alone. And also too, there was tree poses in here too, so that was nice. So that's the reason why I'm rating it so highly. And also one thing is that we did find out is that she is going to try to do this kind of theme wise. She kind of mentioned at the beginning when she first introduced this challenge, but so today was balance, tomorrow's going to be energy, and then I think she's going to keep spelling it out as we go with this, and it's just going to get more and more intense. So tomorrow's going to be energy. I'm looking forward to that. Speaking of energy, I think I figured out why my energy's been kind of lacking. Being a woman sucks, we'll just say that. Yeah, I looked at the calendar because I was like, it was really bothering me. I'm like, why have I been so low energy? Like, yeah, I know I did a lot, but like, your girl does a lot. That's what she does. So yeah, that was why. But also too, I want to also mention real quick, just some housekeeping announcements. I think I did, and I'm going to quit constantly mentioning it, but I am going to keep reviewing other yogi instructors besides doing this challenge. So I did see that Life Fertile Heard Me, and she has a new video out that I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm not sure when it's going to be actually out on the YouTube streets on as far as me posting it, because I do have a lot of things that are in my queue that I am posting because I'm trying to wrap up. I already finished filming all my review for Young, Famous and African, but I'm new to this, not true to this, so I think one of the things I am going to start doing is investing more money and making it where my equipment does things quicker, because I have a couple of things that are in my queue I'm waiting to get through so that I can put everything out, because I pretty much have everything edited. It's just posting it out. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm planning on doing that. I am still planning on doing, I don't know that lady's name, but the kind of famous black yogi who is known for being full figure. I still want to do her routine, and then some of the other black content creators who do yoga, I want to do more of their stuff too. So it's still the channel ain't changing. It's just I'm adding more to it, which means more work, which also could be why my energy has been different, because I have been trying to get it. So yeah, but anyway, enough about me, enough about this. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you get anything out of the content. It's your girl Sharon, aka the Melanin Nostalgic Runner, and I will see you next time. Bye.